listening in South Carolina today. I'll be doing a Are You Knocking Yourself Out of Your Intuitiveness and How? So for that, I'll be using some concepts from SuperConscious Education, brought to us by Chris Duncan. I will also be using my intuition, nailing my intuition, and other concepts brought forth by Chris Duncan. Now, with that being said, my gorgeous triple seers, let's get into the content. So I will be going down the 9 forms of intuiting, okay, or intuiting. So using your intuition, 9 ways of it. And I will be going down and seeing if either one of these are blocking themselves and how this week, right? So the first one is the perfectionist, the one who knows exactly how things should be done in order for them to be perfect. Yes. So that being said, let's see. So, so are my perfectionists knocking themselves out? I get a no, but a slight yes. So let's just see how maybe that will give me more indication. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my perfectionists, please come forward and share how they are knocking themselves out of their intuitiveness this week. These angels and guides, and we have the 2 cards that flipped up were choice through default and indirectness. Well, choice through default is a form of indirectness, because you feel like the way what you would like to choose, you're pigeonholed into choosing one thing over the other, into other. When I say into the other rather than the other, it means that you are forced to choose something you do not necessarily want, and that in itself is making you feel like you don't have the power, so you're being indirect about it. If you know what I mean, it's not like you are using your own uh, what you want or what someone else, like what's clearly in front of you, to go directly towards what needs to be done. You are going indirectly because you feel like you can't choose how it's done. That is what I'm intuitively getting from my perfectionist. So that will make sense if the one that you're saying, okay, like this will be done better this way. If the final choice in the matter of what would be better done in your mind is to is in regards to something someone else does, or is in regards to a project that is mainly spearheaded by someone else, or started or maintained, or like or someone else is having people see it forth. That makes sense. Someone else is in charge. That is what I'm getting. Now for my helpers. So please angels and guides. Are my helpers knocking themselves out of their intuitiveness? I get a no at first. It was a clear no first. Then it was a yes. It was a clear yes. So I feel like I don't know now. I feel like for my helpers, it's indecision. So either you are presenting something to someone and they're saying no, but then you're like, well, this is the way I'm getting, and they still say no, and then you're like, okay, you know what? F it. Do whatever you want. Don't ask for my help. Next time, if you are like decided that you're not going to do this the way I suggest, so please leave me alone. Is what I'm getting. So let's see what you got. You got try to default and react. As well as conscious. So choice to default for my helpers. So my helpers are trying to make a conscious choice, but because other people are reacting, they have to choose through default, like the choice that's left instead of the choice that they want is what I'm getting. So now, for my achievers, the individuals who know, who set goals for themselves and then work to achieve them. So please, angels and guides, are my achievers knocking themselves out? I get a no. Oh, wait. I get a yes, and then a no. Yeah, but how? So please, angels and guides, and how it's good. Oh, the first one is resolution of a negative belief about yourself. So it's reacting. So I'm getting that for my achievers. You have people telling you stuff and like something negative they see within you that they want you to fix, and so you are reacting, or at least they are reacting to something negative they saw within you. But you see, the thing is that every side has every viewpoint has two sides to it, and it depends on what viewpoint you're concentrating on. So this person who is giving you this ultimatum needs to change their perspective, or you need to change the perspective through which you see your your quote unquote negative things. So it's not really, I feel like it's more them nudging you to change instead of you wanting to change. So either you have to consciously see how that change that they're suggesting is beneficial, will be beneficial to you, or you have to make them see, or they need to wake up one day. They need to wake up and they need to see that no matter what type of change they bring to you, at the end of the day, you choose if you want to bring this into reality or not. So ultimately, you it's either you change because you see the importance of it, or nothing happens. You can't really control what they do, so F it, forget it. Concentrate on you, and if you see that whatever they suggest is beneficial to you, then go ahead and do it. If not, forget it. So now for my individualists, the artists, the trendsetters, the the ones who like to be in the spotlight. So are they knocking themselves out? I get a no, but a slight yes. So you got reaction. So the way that my individualists are knocking themselves out is that they're reacting to something. They're not really listening to their intuition and letting their intuition come through them. They are reacting to what is happening, is what I am guessing. Okay, so now for my investigators. Okay, so please, angels and guides, and good are my investigators knocking themselves out of their intuitiveness this week. And I get a nope, but a yes. So please, angels and guides, how are my investigators knocking themselves out of their intuitiveness this week? So you have consciousness, resolving a negative belief about yourself, and conditional choice. So you're trying to be conscious and resolve a negative belief about yourself. Uh, and because of that, you're using a condition. You're you're choosing a condition to follow in order to solve something about yourself, which you consciously believe needs to be fixed. And that is how you're going to knock yourself out of your intuitiveness this week. Okay? So that's it for my investigators. Now, my loyalists. It's resolving a negative issue about yourself. And the way that this is making you knock yourself out of your intuitiveness is because, well, your thing is to be loyal to an idea, a concept, something that you stick by, something that you believe in, and all those stuff. And so, because your main thing is to be behind this concept and idea that you fully stand behind, and you feeling like it's not, and you feeling like you need to solve, like that you need to resolve a negative issue about yourself, you are losing confidence in your own ability to decide on what needs to get done. And so I feel like that is how you are knocking yourself out of your intuitiveness. Now for my enthusiasts. So please, angels and guides, are my enthusiasts knocking themselves out of their intuitiveness? I get a yes, but a slight no. So let us see how you are knocking yourself out. So please, angels and guides, anyone guys who has some message for my enthusiasts. Please come forward and chat. And you got universal signs, conditional choice, and indirectness. So for my enthusiasts, you are being enthusiastic about something that, like, it's a universal sign that like, I don't know, like some astrology that someone is saying, but doesn't necessarily, like, you clearly see that it doesn't really affect you that way. Like, if you know that Mars retrograde can affect you like this in this specific time frame because it's connecting this, it's going to affect this instead of what it normally affects, and you don't feel that, like, okay, let me start that again. If Mars is retrograding in that specific, because every time it's a slightly different, what it affects more, and if this time it didn't really affect you, but everyone's like, no, it's Mars retrograde. It can't be. But you're like, well, it's not affecting me like that. So you're second guessing yourself ultimately is what I'm getting. And so you are conditionally choosing something. You're making a conditional choice because you're like, well, if Mars is retrograde, then I have to do this and this and this. And that is causing you to be indirect in your decision or in your choice of what to do. And I feel like that is what is stopping you from being as enthusiastic as you generally are. Okay, so my enthusiast, that was for you. Now for my protectors. Please, angels and guides, anyone from that good, are my protectors knocking themselves out? I get a yes, mainly a yes, with a tinge of a no. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my protectors, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Are they knocking themselves out of their intuition? And how? So we got indirectness in the upright, consciousness, and universal signs. So you are mainly being indirect because you're utilizing what you consciously know, not what you subconsciously know. And because of those because you're consciously following your intuition, you're following what is generally thought of as being the consensus at this point. And due to that, you're following universal signs, which aren't necessarily what you should be following at this point. You need to be following yourself. And so that is where the indirectness is coming, because I feel like like the universal signs are good, but they're not directly affecting you, and that is how you are indirectly knocking yourself out of your intuitiveness this week. So now, That was for my protectors. Now for my chameleons. Okay, so please, angels, go. Oh, wait, first of all, are my chameleons knocking themselves out of their intuitiveness this week? I get a yes. And then a no. Hmm. So I feel like it's gonna be short-lived, this knocking yourself out of your intuitiveness. Um, yeah, short-lived, and I and I feel like my chameleon. Let's see how you're shortly cutting yourself out of your intuitiveness. So please, angels and guides, anyone can it's good. Who has a message for my chameleons? We got conscious indirectness in the reverse, so you're being very direct. You have conditional choice in the upright. You have reaction in the upright, and you have choice through default in the reverse. Um, okay, so if you're being conscious about, well, what I'm getting is that you're being conscious about the fact that you're knocking yourself out of your intuitiveness, and due to that, you're being indirect in regards to what it is you want because you don't want to, you don't want to make a mistake that will hinder anything that you want to pursue. Um, so because that you're making your choices based on conditions that you're setting for yourself. You're like, I want to do this because I feel like it will. No, I'm doing this through this and this angle because uh, this is more understood to be done correctly or something like that, which makes no sense to someone else, but to you, for some reason, it makes sense. And due to that, you are reacting. You're not really being yourself because you are reacting to what is happening. Okay? So, my gorgeous triple tears, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me in at the email in the box below, and it will be my pleasure to assist. If if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. Help me with spreading the word out to more people on YouTube. I'd be very, very grateful. And with that being said, my gorgeous triple tears, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay?